is your question?
My question is, the city has a plan to close Hunt Club itself, sorry, Moody Drive to, up to where the Moody School is. And it's really to make people drive the other route. It's all planned. It's just sitting there. I want to know what you guys are going to do, because I think it stinks. Because I have a business on Columbia Road. And I've lived here since, I say, 62. And I drive that route out the back road, out through, and I get on there. For me, it's an imposition. And there's no reason for it. I wonder what you guys are going to do about it.
Well, first of all, I want to compliment you on your memory, sir, going back that long to 62, and I'm going to be very short on it. From what I understand, too, the Moody School and the new, no, but hold on, let me finish. The new mosque that's down at the end, and that, it's a traffic diversion plan, is that correct, sir?
No.
They're trying to divert traffic away from...
No, they originally, that was the argument
okay.
that Molly Larson put forward. But they didn't want the traffic going by the Moody School. I pointed out, if that was the case, you would have to close 5 schools, one on Prince of Wales Drive, exact same situation, one on another road. That's not the point.
Okay.
They use it as an excuse.
Well, your concern is going to be my concern on October the 28th. So, sir, I don't want to give you a political answer because I'm not a politician yet. But I need to gather more information on that because you're going to have some growth here. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Moody Drive within 5 years will be 4 lanes. It has to be because you've got all the growth out on Fernbank and everything else, and you're going to have 10,000 people. 10,000 people. Now, they can choose to live in Orleans and come across on the new line, but they're probably not going to. Your real estate values, folks, if we do this right, and if we bring LRT to Bellscorners, will improve. I'm sorry, I can't answer your question.
You're out of time.
Please
go ahead, Craig.
Okay, can I? Sorry, I don't know what the other gentleman mentioned between Songbird and Hunt Club is going to be closed.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where is your source of information? I've never heard that before.
Aha. You see, I have a good intelligence system because I've been looking at boards and whatnot, going to planning and whatnot, the whole bit. And I happen to know the architect has already put that plan into paper. So there, it's there. All they have to do is implement it.
Can you give me a reference?
No. I don't want to destroy my...
You asked the counselor about it. Or Alex.
Rick,
Alex
tried.
I've never heard about this plan. I'm not sure we should make even wider roads. I'm not sure that's the answer. And building all those things out there, we just want to expand all the way out there. You don't believe, really, you can't believe in that?
we can't expand, Craig. We've got the green belt around us.
Hey,
You can't intensify? You're against intensification?
You can't intensify,
You
Craig.
can't intensify. Okay. So we're not going to build around the light rail stations. We're going to build. That doesn't make sense. Come on. You really want to take up all our agricultural land and build developments? Aren't they car-centered developments and huge infrastructure? Like I know that these are rural. Does everyone agree with that?
Well, the land is owned by NCC, so.
Well, what about the expanded extra lanes in Bridlewood right through the greenbelt, taking up the greenbelt? You know about that plan?
Okay, that's the time, Craig. Scott, did you want to answer?
Well, for your argument for it being for Moody, I know that the time frame there, the 7 to 9, is stated because of the school. We can pretty much all confirm it's a speeding zone, going from 80 down to 40 that quickly. That happens, so they have an argument there. The blatant closing of the road is, I can't see why that would be in place. And as I said, I'm willing to take any issues you bring forward towards the proper means of fixing this. There's no reason for that to be closed.
Because school doesn't start till 9:30.
7 to 9 is the
Close time.
The school isn't the issue.
That's
No,
everything.
So if you were in city planning, let me ask you, if you were in city planning with the knowledge that you have, what would you do, sir, to
I
fix
told
the
them
problem?
to take that stupid turnout between Moody Drive and they call Old Richmond Road right now. It should never be there.
Do we have any agreement with this gentleman? Does anybody
Okay, you'll
know
have
the
a chance,
situation?
maybe
I know
we
the situation.
Okay, we'll go
can
offline.
deal
We'll
with
go
this
offline.
after, okay?
Okay.
And I think there was one more question from the floor. Yes, last question.
Thank you. came a little late, so I may have missed a couple of questions. My name is John Van den Bosch, and I've lived in College Ward since 1992 with my wife. She's the owner of Louise's Belgian Chocolates. And as you know, she's been operating her store successfully for over 20 years. I need to frame my question a little bit, so I've got to give you a little bit of background about myself. Before I joined Louise, I was an engineer, vice president with 2 international companies responsible for rail contracts, light rail and heavy rail. And my question is directly related to the light rail for our part of the city. And I want to bring you back to when Bob Chiarelli was mayor. As you know, the council at that time, of which Rick Chiarelli was part, approved and voted for a contract. Bob lost the election, and then that new council, including Rick Chiarelli, decided now to cancel this contract. It has cost you and me over $400 million worth of money as a result of penalties, liquidated damages, lawyers' fees, etc. Any day that you delay a large infrastructure contract, it costs you millions and millions of dollars a year. Okay? So you want to get these off the ground as quickly as you can. As vice president with both ABB and Alstom, 2 European companies, ABB out of Switzerland, Alstom out of France, the manufacturer of the TGV, I was responsible for many light rail.
And does railway equipment also?
Montreal, the Metro, Montreal, South Shore, GO Transit out of Toronto, New York, Boston, San Diego, lots of experience. I have to compliment Guy, and I need to say, first of all, that I have a sign in front of my lawn that says Guy on it. I have to compliment him on his vision for bringing light rail to Bellscorners. I'd like to know from the other councillors what they like to do.
Thank you. So Craig, you can go, and then Scott.
Okay, thanks for the endorsement of I agree with you. This whole rail business, we should have done it a long time ago. Transport 2000, there was a plan there. We could have done it, right? It made sense to me. I was excited about it. We're going to connect Canada. We're going to connect downtown. We could have done it. We would have had a station in Bellscorners. It would have been great for Bellscorners. So I'm totally sympathetic to that. But that boat has sailed. Unfortunately, we went this ridiculous rate of canceling the light rail and all the penalties there, and then all the money went into the tunnel. And at this point, I can't see how even though I would love it myself, I live in Bellscorners, it just won't happen. You need environmental assessment. The plan does not make sense. Don't listen to me. Listen to someone serious. The plan does not make sense. If you convince me it makes sense, yes, definitely, I would love that. But have you not read about the problems of running one?
That's time, Craig. Thank you.
Okay.
Scott, you have 1 minute to talk about the rail issue.
As I said, I believe the light rail plan is running backwards right now, but it's already in place, and that's something we kind of have to deal with. If we can get Mike McGuire's plan in action, I would be full-on support for that plan. It's a wonderful plan. But until we can guarantee a plan such as that in place, what we really need to look at is making sure that the people of the ward get a fair chunk of those reused resources from downtown. Those buses that are not going to be running, get them here. If I want rail here, but if that's not going to happen in the near future, we need to look at making sure we get the best we can with what we have. And if we can get Mike McGuire's plan in action, so be it. I would love that. Until then, I think we really need to just ascertain that we're getting those resources our way.
Thank you. That's time. So that was the final question. just gonna skip closing statements because I know there's people who want to talk to the candidates one-on-one. It is getting late and some people have to work in the morning. So we do have all three candidates here. School trustee candidates are also available to speak with.
May I ask a request with regards to, first of all, thanking Tristan for, let's give Tristan. I want to take a vote of hands. Mr. McGuire took a very busy schedule to come here tonight because we told him he had a big constituency out west because there's some dissatisfied folks. There was originally a mayor's debate, which he did accept, but then it was canceled because it was going to go too late and everybody realized there's no foul, it was just a planning issue. But Mr. McGuire is here tonight on an incredibly busy schedule. Could we take a vote of hands, please? If we could give Mike McGuire 5 minutes. You've taken your note.
No, Guy, no.
Let's take a
No,
vote
we
of
can't
hands
do
to
that.
have Mike
No,
McGuire address the crowd.
Sorry.
I want to close this.
No, you can't do that.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, Guy, just to address that,
Yes.
there was never any mayoral candidates invited,
Okay, no
okay?
problem.
And if Mike McGuire speaks, I'd have to give Jim Watson, I'd have to give everyone else.
He's here.
It's really not fair. He is here, so you can speak with him after the meeting.
Is he lobby, or one of his people?
Yes,
If
sir.
the other candidates want to give up their speaking time
Yes.
to the other candidates, they can do that. That's what public health.
That's a great idea. Would you
The
offer that?
speaking time is over, though. The
No,
debate
closing
is
statement. I
over.
wanna give him a closing
I
statement.
want to close this.
No, we're not doing closing statements, okay? So I just want to thank everyone for coming out and participating in local democracy tonight. I think it's fantastic. I want to thank all the candidates. I want to thank Westcliffe Community
We have
Association.
closing statements, right?
No, you don't.
Oh, we don't. What the hell?
Lynwood Community Associations, I want to thank them as well. You guys can join the discussion. We've been having some very lively discussions on Facebook on Bellscorners Rocks. So if you're on Facebook, please join us.
If
I
you're
know
not
the
on
three
Facebook,
candidates-
join the
sorry.
conversation, folks.
Sorry,
Please, get on
the
Facebook.
three candidates are here. Rick's representative, are you willing to answer if people have questions about Rick's campaign or positions? Really?
Really?
You will? Okay. Okay, so you're free to circulate. There's coffee and donuts as well. Thank you very much.